Well, it seems that Elmer Fudd is getting his gun back. But why, though? Why is he getting his gun back? Because I understood it was taken away for a righteous purpose. I mean, during the American Cultural Revolution, academics realized that cartoon violence causes real violence. You know, it's the same thing what's going on in Cuba right now. The trailer for the new Far Cry was released. People saw that and now they're raising up against the government. Do you see the power of entertainment? Do you see how dangerous it is? You can't trust the average citizen to watch a cartoon where Elmer Fudd has a gun. This is why the American Cultural Revolution happened, where brave heroes of society, hallowed be their name, decided to tear down historical monuments, to tear down statues, to engage in book burning like the heretical literatures of Dr. Seuss, to change the logos of various products like Aunt Jemima or Uncle Ben. You know, all of these things had to go to purify the American spirit. Because you can't trust the people in a society. You can't just trust them to look at various symbols they don't understand. And with this came the removal of Elmer Fudd's gun. And now they're giving it back. These people are insane. I mean, the people in charge of making these cartoons should be arrested. They should be trialed and locked up. They're dangerous for society. You can't have them mingle among normal people. I mean, these corporations, they said that they're now doing activism, that they have a responsibility towards society. And I thought it's a good thing once they remove the guns from Elmer Fudd, right? Now they're giving it back. Oh, well, all this rhetoric, what do I do with it? It's in my head. And I think that they're responsible. So if they're responsible, they need to be held to account. Honestly, it's a little bit interesting what's going on, isn't it? So you have like what? The riots and the Cultural Revolution, which took place last year, where the enlightened heads at the studio decided, oh, you know why police officers commit police brutality in the US? You know why you have gun violence? Because of Looney Tunes. So if we take away the gun from Elmer Fudd, if we just remove that, well, then the new generation of police officers will be better. Because they didn't see Elmer Fudd running after the rabbit, right? And now they're like doing it back. Now it seems that they want the violence. They want all of this. I mean, hey, monkey see, monkey do. You get to see these cartoons. You get to grow up as a violent individual. It's the same thing with Pepe Le Pew. Right? Like Pepe Le Pew got cancelled, if you don't know. Because the reason you have a number of high rapes in liberal campuses in the United States is because people grew up with Pepe Le Pew. I mean, when I was a kid, everyone wanted to be like Pepe Le Pew. Everyone in the school, they were like, you know who I want to grow up as? Pepe Le Pew. And now it's like, well, you know, we get rid of that. We get rid of rape culture. I mean, the story from the Rolling Stone would have never happened if it wasn't for Pepe Le Pew. It's actually kind of interesting. You know, you could add Pepe Le Pew getting lectured by Lola Bunny. Or hell, even better, like get Tweety, the canary bird, with problematic glasses on, lecturing Pepe Le Pew about consent. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? But, you know, like, humor is bad, because humor is hate speech nowadays, so we can't have humor in Space Jam 2. No, just like, remove Pepe. Remove him from the picture. He's too dangerous. He's a danger to society. He's a menace. Speaking of Lola Bunny, do you know they did a redesign of her? A fan disservice, if you will, because everyone on the internet that I saw was a little bit upset on the change that was being brought to Lola Bunny, and I assume the reason they did the change is because they don't like the male gaze. Yes, the evil male gaze has been removed from Lola Bunny. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure, like, they don't need the clickbait anyway, right? Like, they don't need the sexy bunny girl on the cartoon cover, because the writing must be spot on. I mean, they must have some really impressive writers there. They must have some of the best writers in the world. They're so confident about it. They don't need any fan service on the box. They don't really need that evil male gaze to do the clickbait, to do the advertising to attract the teenage audience. I mean, I don't even think this is for teenage audience anyway. Like, who do they make cartoons for? Now, grown-ass adults watch cartoons nowadays, so you don't need to advertise for the teenagers. Let the teenagers watch anime and manga, because those have the clickbait and the fan service. They can do the fan disservice as much as they want, because they're very confident in the writing team. Oh, look, even the critics on Metacritic, even the critics on Rotten Tomatoes, they say that this Space Jam sucks. Oh, oopsie. Oopsie, I guess you could have done with a little bit of clickbait. You know, I'm not saying the clickbait would have saved the show. I'm saying, like, maybe it would have helped a little bit. Maybe it would have got a little bit more people interested. You know, it's also kind of fun. Like, this goes to show, like, every time you bring up the fact that these companies do fan disservice, you're being called an incel. And it goes to show that this has nothing to do with sex. Unless you want me to believe that literally anyone who liked the previous version of Lola Bunny is a furry, and then it would show that the number of furries in the United States exceed 1 million, then I would be like, okay, you know, maybe, just maybe, people want to see beauty, and this type of beauty is called feminine beauty, whether it's on a body or not, on an anthropomorphic body or not. It's not that people want to fuck Lola Bunny, it's just like they like the previous design because it was more beautiful than this one. It's almost like, I mean, this is going to mind blow you, I know, but it's almost like if you watch a statue of Venus, a sculpture of statue of Venus, you don't watch it to whoop up your cock and start masturbating. No, you watch it because it's beautiful. It's the male gaze, as they call it, right? You gaze upon it because you like it. It sends you beautiful images into your retina, and it's a feeling of catharsis, yeah? Now, I'm not saying that everything needs to be feminine beauty. No. What I am saying is, like, why uglify it for no reason? Like, if something worked, why fix it? If people like the previous design of Lola Bunny, why would you change it for no reason than to spite the fans? Because you go on Twitter, you go on Reddit, you go to all these places. Literally everyone from different nationalities, from different countries, men and women alike, enjoyed the previous design, but for some reason they decided to change it. I don't know, maybe she's going to get her tits back in the next Space Jam 3, just like Elmer Fudd got his gun back. Who knows? But all jokes aside, when are these chuckleheads going to create something original? When are they going to stop making these cringe sequels that no one is asking for? Is there a single originality left in the West at this point? Because I can't even name anything that I watched recently that's not a sequel. We get He-Man the sequel, we get Animaniacs the sequel, we get Looney Tunes the sequel, we get Space Jam the sequel. When are you going to create some new shit? Even Walt Disney, instead of creating new stuff, it's like, oh, well, we don't want to lose our IP, so we're just doing the real-life adaptation of all the classics. And they add censorship to it, you know, like, you can't have Aladdin, like Prince Ali, talking about how he's having slaves and whatnot. You need to change the lyrics. Yeah, I get it. Make it more progressive. Yeah, for the new age audience, right? Oh my god. No, but like, seriously, I'm thinking, like, even back in the day when Looney Tunes was in vogue, they were still making original stuff. I mean, Duck Dodgers, right? You take Daffy Duck and you make him, try to fight against the Martians. I mean, that was, even at the time, it was new. It's not a sequel to something, is what I'm trying to say. It's like they're putting, like, a spin on it. They're trying to make something original. Why can't you do that? You know, instead of making Space Jam 2, why not make something with Yosemite Sam or some other movie adaptation that's nothing to do with basketball and whatnot? It's just bizarre, you know, like, does nostalgia really sell more than the originals? And then you're wondering, like, how are the Japanese just BTFOing Westerners left and right? Most of their anime is original, right? I mean, besides Dragon Ball Super, which I guess is like, oh, hey, by the way, like, remember Dragon Ball? Yeah, do you want more? Okay, we got Dragon Ball Super, alright? But besides that, like, does the Japanese artists focus so much on nostalgia? Do they reboot things that used to exist in the past? I think, like, they did with Sailor Moon, right? Like, Sailor Moon Crystal, like, that was a thing. So they showed that. But, like, other than that, like, no, they keep making new stuff. Like, you might see the manga creator that everyone knows, and he's coming up, hey, you know, like, here's something new. I wonder if you're going to see, like, the sequel to Attack on Titan 10 years down the line. No, like, the guy who makes Attack on Titan says, hey, I got enough money, I don't wanna write manga anymore, like, I'm going to make my own spa or something. He's going to open a spa somewhere to retire. Yeah, but even if you were to make something new, I'm betting, like, it's not going to be a sequel to Attack on Titan. It's probably going to be like an original manga. Because that's what the West doesn't have anymore. Creativity. They have lemmings. People that are, like, ideological lemmings, and they know guns bad, tits evil, male gaze horrible, and let's just use what people in the past did. People who used to be creative, people who used to create works of art that would get everyone interested in. Let's copy that and make it more progressive. That's it. That's literally all they're doing. Again, look at Disney. Let me know what you guys think, though. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the new little what's coming up now, like the Little Mermaid, like the Black Mermaid. So they're going to have like a Black Neptune or something. I know, very progressive. I can hardly wait to watch it. I'm all about that. Yeah. Instead of actually making something new, you know, like the Princess and the Frog, that was something new and it was cool. Had a black female lead and it was great. I loved it. Why not do something like that? Why can't you do something like that? Why just take old shit and rehash it? Because it's easy, isn't it? Let the cash flow. It's not about art anymore. It's about the product from an assembly line. That's what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I'll see you there.